Makima went to exterminate the zombie devil but saw someone beat her to it. She then saw Denji as Chainsaw Man and told him he had a smell neither human or devil and asked him who he was. But he only told her to hug him. As she did, Denji turned back into human. Makima then told him that she is a devil hunter and that Denji has two options: be killed by her or kept as her pet. Upon hearing he will be fed, he agreed. While traveling in the car, Denji's stomach growled and Makima told him she will buy him some food. When they reached the store and ordered food, a man rushed in and asked for help. Hearing the situation and that her food is ready, she sends out Denji to deal with the situation since he was her pet. After Denji returned, she complimented him for being a good pet. She explains that there are a few precedents like his, but there is still no name for his situation. She also states that since she had a good nose, she could sense that Pachida was still alive in him. She then fed him the soggy udon as he couldn't himself. Denji then asked her what was her type, to which she responded it's him. Makima introduces Denji to the other members of Division 4, that he will be living with Aki Hayakawa and the Blood Fiend power. Makima commands Denji and Power to patrol and search for a devil. After Power recklessly kills the sea cucumber devil, Makima goes to the place where she killed that devil. Then she tells Denji and Power about the consequences of killing a devil, which was already being searched by the police, pointing out that they should receive a punish for what happened, being in this case death sentence. However, she decides to make a blind eye and pretend they didn't break the rules, giving the two of them a warning so they can behave better, and then leaves. Later that night, Makima is in her office hearing the report of Aki Hayakawa about the defeat bat and leech devils that afternoon. Before he leaves, Makima states that Aki has become more flexible, something that he denies. The next day in the morning, Makima has a phone call and tells Aki that from now on Power will stay at his place and live with him. At the headquarters, Makima asks Denji to do some paperwork. She notices him distracted while filling the papers and asks him if something has him worried. Right after hearing Denji's concern, Makima approaches and bites one of his fingers and makes him touch her boobs. Then she motivates Denji to hunt the gun devil by promising to grant him any wish. She then commands Division 4 to kill the Eternity Devil and retrieve the piece of the gun devil's flesh in its possession. She then goes out drinking with the team in celebration of their victory. Makima is on her way to meet with members of the Special Division 1 when her fellow devil hunters are attacked by followers of the gun devil. She survives getting shot in the head thanks to an unknown ability or contract, and then kills some of the assailants thanks to a different ability that requires her to sacrifice criminals condemned to life in prison. After the attack, Makima introduces Denji and Power to the strongest devil hunter in the Special Division 1, known only as Master. After they complete their training, Master and Makima have dinner, where he accuses her of using Denji and Power as pawns in her schemes and questions her allegiance to humanity. Later, Makima meets with members of the Yakuza and forces them to disclose the names of the people who attacked Division 4 by presenting them with a bag filled with the eyeballs of their loved ones, and refuses to return them to a healthy state if they do not cooperate. After successfully infiltrating the hideout and capturing the Katana Man, Makima is seen reporting to a superior. She reported that Saitari, who was a former private devil hunter, contracted with the gun devil and passed guns to the Yakuza in exchange for which she wanted the Chainsaw Devil's heart. She also reports that Saitari committed suicide before they could interrogate her, and that they obtained 1.4 kilograms of gun devil fragments, which when combined with their already obtained 5 kilograms was moving towards the main body. She later examines Power and says that her blood must be drained to keep her in check. She assigns Beam as Denji's partner until the blood draining is complete. Makima then invites Denji on a date. They watch movies together and are mostly unmoved with them. In the final movie, both her and Denji are moved to tears. After that movie, Denji asks Makima if she thinks that he has a heart, to which she responds by placing her head on his chest and saying that he does. Makima is seen partnering Aki with the Angel Devil, stating that he is the most powerful member of the 4th, excluding Kishibe. She also tells Aki that the angel devil is lazy and that he doesn't have to be friendly with him, only to use him well, as he could be a valuable asset. She intercepts Reze when she is going to meet Denji at the cafe using her ability to travel as a mischief of rats. She tells Reze that she too likes the country mouse and talks about going to help a friend who lives in the country, stating that catching the mice which ruin the fields gives her peace of mind. She disarms Reze with the help of the angel devil, who is waiting on the rooftop above the alleyway. She is standing in a pool of Reze's blood when she tells the angel devil that she told him to bring Aki with him. She sees it as considerate that he didn't bring Aki along, as he wouldn't have wanted to kill a woman. Makima visits Denji's apartment and invites him, Aki, and Power on a vacation to Enoshima. Denji and Aki readily agree, and Power tries to worm her way out of it to no success. A group of public safety devil hunters enter the apartment and inform Makima of a development. Denji in his chainsaw devil form has become public knowledge due to Reze's efforts, which Makima is angry at. She comments that America and China will both be after Denji due to his rarity as someone who is neither devil nor fiend, and that the Soviet Union likely did this so that no matter who captured Denji, he would be away from Makima. Makima postpones the trip to Enoshima, informing Denji that he will be without freedom for the foreseeable future. She gives orders to the other devil hunters for Kusakabe and Tameoki from Miyagi Public Safety Devil Extermination Division 2 and Subaru from Kyoto Public Safety Devil Extermination Division 1 be brought in, and that Hirofumi Yoshida is to be hired from the civilian sector in order to protect Denji. On her way out, she informs Aki that the operation to kill the gun devil will commence next year and that he should try not to die in the meantime, since they will need everybody for that operation. Makima speaks with Kishibe about the potential threats that will be coming their way, including a rumor that Guangxi is coming, which Kishibe is unhappy with. She states that it is no use taking precautions against her and that the one they really need to be worrying about is Germany's Santa Claus, who is rumored to have died of old age, but is still the biggest threat out there. Makima, alongside Beam and Prince, take care of a large number of Santa Claus puppet dolls in a ruined building. She orders Beam to go assist Denji and tells Prince to make sure to save Denji no matter what, and to recover the bodies of any devil hunters who perish. Later, Makima sits atop a pile of puppet corpses and shows an awareness that Denji and several other devil hunters are under assault from the Darkness Devil in Hell. She states that the Darkness Devil is intentionally bidding her to come and try to save them. Prince, who has been defeated already by the Darkness Devil, begs Makima not to come, but after Makima gives the order, Prince dutifully summons her by unzipping her upper body open and allowing Makima to emerge in hell. Makima and the Darkness Devil point at each other, exchanging attacks, causing Makima's finger to break and the Darkness Devil to begin bleeding profusely. Makima makes her way over to Toka's corpse and exchanges another round of attacks with the Darkness Devil, which causes Makima's entire right arm to contort and break. She touches Toka's body and forces him to speak to the Hell Devil, making an offer to exchange everything in order to be returned to Earth. The Darkness Devil summons a black blade which pierces Makima's chest just as the Hell Devil's hand sweeps through and returns all of the survival devil hunters and bodies to the top of the department store on Earth. Makima cradles Denji as the real Santa Claus jumps up to the roof and faces her. Makima greets Santa Claus and pulls Denji's chainsaw cord, triggering his transformation. She advises him that since the enemy has ingested a piece of the Darkness Devil's flesh, that no attacks in the darkness will work, and then bids him to defend her. Denji loyally responds with a woof and jumps into combat against Santa Claus. Once Denji manages to defeat Santa Claus, he is approached by Guangxi and her fiends. They instantly surrender upon Makima's arrival, with Guangxi begging that her harem be spared. Makima decapitates them without hesitation. With much of the squad still reeling from their encounter with the Darkness Devil, Makima reveals that the Gun Devil has been located and in fact has been largely divided up between the world's most powerful nations to be used as a weapon. The President of the United States, under contract with the Gun Devil, sacrifices 1 year of every citizen's lifespan in order to issue a command, attack Japan and kill Makima, who is viewed as a serious threat. Shortly before the attack, Makima uses her powers to compel Aki and the angel devil to serve as her pawns. In addition, she summons several deceased devil hunters and is able to use their devil contracts by proxy. The gun devil appears in Japan and unleashes a devastating attack, causing many casualties and large-scale damage. Although the ensuing battle is not shown, it is implied that Makima is able to weaken the gun devil enough for it to possess Aki's corpse and turn him into a fiend. After Denji is forced to kill Aki in order to defeat the gun fiend, he goes to Makima seeking comfort and direction, stating that he is too depressed and detached to make his own decisions anymore and would prefer to be told what to do like a pet. At her residence, Makima is shown to be the owner of many energetic and affectionate dogs. She tells Denji matter-of-factly that she has invited Power over as well, and when Denji opens the door, Makima will kill her. True to her word, as Power arrives, Makima instantly blasts her apart, leaving only her head and legs. She explains to Denji that she deliberately planned to provide him with a family unit and various sources of happiness only to rip them away in order to break him. Ultimately, her goal is to allow the dormant Chainsaw Devil to take over completely. Meanwhile, Kishibe and his team are plotting to attack Makima, who is revealed to be the Control Devil. Makima states that she is a Chainsaw Devil fanatic and would either like to control him or be consumed by him. At Makima's command, Denji, having apparently lost himself, transforms into the fully powered Chainsaw Devil. Kishibe's men summon the Hell Devil by sacrificing their lives, but the Chainsaw Devil's strength is overwhelming. In an effort to subjugate the Chainsaw Devil, who has gone berserk, Makima calls upon a group of weapon hybrids, several of whom were former enemies presumed deceased but who now serve her with adoration. Once again, the Chainsaw Devil largely overwhelms his attackers, though he is weakened when Makima points out the general public's fear that powers him is waning, as they now view him as a hero. She uses the Angel Devil to create a powerful spear and launches it at the Chainsaw Devil, impaling him. However, the Chainsaw Devil is revived after Pochita has an inner conversation with the remnants of Power, whose existence persists in Denji due to him having consumed her blood prior. Pochita grants her the ability to emerge as the fully powered Blood Devil, but she is no match for Makima. Power is able to hide Denji in a dumpster before dying. After being recovered by Kishibe, Denji battles Makima and her minions for the final time at a mass grave site. Makima is perplexed and disappointed that Denji's personality has seemingly resurfaced. She is able to defeat him and rip out his heart. Having achieved her goal, she rests for a moment, but is attacked by Denji, who appears from a pile of corpses, wielding a chainsaw imbued with Power's blood. After dealing Makima a fatal blow, he tells her that she had been battling Pochita while he hid and waited for an opportunity to strike. When Kishibe arrived, Denji apologized before pointing the chainsaw at her, seemingly ended her. Following Makima's defeat, Denji reveals that his plan to circumvent her regenerative powers is to consume her, making various meals from her remains. Conversing with Kishibe after the fact, Denji claims this is an act of love rather than revenge. Furthermore, Denji explains his theory that Makima only perceived people by scent, and he believed she was so indifferent towards him that she never remembered his, thus allowing him to ambush her. Kishibe tells Denji that a new Control Devil, already reincarnated, has been brought over from China. The Control Devil has taken the form of a young black-haired girl called Nayuta. Kishibe goes on to say that Makima is effectively gone, and this new Control Devil must not be allowed to go down a similar path. He leaves Nayuta in Denji's care,